Hey everybody, it's Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. I haven't done very many videos recently. I was out of town and then I was sick for a week and a half, something like that. But I am back and I just wanted to come on. I'm down here at the river doing my sacred pipe ceremony. This beautiful river at sunset, listening to the eagles. And this had something I was thinking about that I wanted to say out loud before I forget. And that is, there's a lot on social media. There's a lot of stuff in the air about how tough these next 4 years are going to be. And I just wanted to remind you that no matter who is quote unquote in power, that the law of attraction is still in effect. You are still the co-creator of your reality, and that you can create anything. You can create your little bubble of the world, and that's all you're responsible for. I just got 111 on my timer at that point. No one else can take your divine power away from you. And everything that does happen is doable. It's like the universe, that old saying about God will never give you more than you can handle. And you know why? Because God has absolute faith in you. The divine creator goddess knows what you are capable of. And so she will give you exactly what you need in order to grow. So even when the challenges come up, it's just face them. You might be quaking in your boots. That's human, right? Courage comes from fear. Fear is the seed of courage. And we have the ability to either shrink and project a terrible next 4 years, or we can continue our spiritual work, continue, like they said in the 80s, think globally, act locally. Take care of your own little corner of the world, your own influence. Be the beaming bright light of love on earth, and watch how the world changes around you. Also, the one thing I was thinking about, that I was raised Catholic, so Jesus, Joshua, has always been one of my best friends, my guide. He's still my guide. And one of the things he said in the Bible was, to love your neighbor, right? And so the worst thing that the incoming administration can do to us is make us hate. Instead of, and I know this is something I'm working on, as soon as you see, who, Voldemort, I start to close down, I start to worry, or like, I hate it. I hesitate to use the word hate because I don't think I go there, but as close to that as I get when I see him in particular, and I realize that that's his power over me. Their only power over you is to make you hate, to make you shrink, to make you pull back. And the way to handle that is to expand. No matter what anyone says or does, love them. That doesn't mean you have to accept what they're doing or be in agreement or keep you from protesting or standing up for what's right. But it's like the namaste thing, right? The divine in me sees the divine in you. And that goes for everybody, enemies included. And so what my intention, and I hope you will join me in this, is when I see them, when I see something on the news, I'm like, oh my God, how could they be so crappy or evil or whatever? I just hit 444 on my timer. I'm going to expand. That little restriction I feel in myself, that little resistance I feel, I'm going to breathe into that and I'm going to take another look at them as the divine creators that they are. And it might not sound like a lot, but observation is everything. If you know what the double slit experiment is, if you don't Google it, look it up, but it's in the perception of the perceiver that creates what is real. And so if we continue, this isn't just blindly sending love to them or whatever, it's like actually seeing the divine spark in each of them. And what that does, that relinquishes their power over you. That's rebellion. It's you standing up and saying no to their power. And I said 555. Like Eleanor Roosevelt said, no one can make you feel inadequate without your permission. So stand in your power. See everyone as the divine creators that they are. And in doing this, the way I look at it is by doing that, seeing the divine in them as well. There is no them. There's only we, right? We all get whatever word you want to use, enlightened or whatever, ascended. We all do that together. We can't do it without everybody else. And so by doing that, by seeing the drama, by seeing, rather than them as someone with power over you, see them as children playing in a sandbox, building their own little world. Their world is built on sand, literally, and love them. See them as the kids they are. Treat them appropriately. Refuse to, speak up, sign petitions, march, whatever you do, to stand up for what is right, what is true, and see them. By doing that, you also release your... Let me back up a little bit. By tightening up, by hating them, by being afraid of them, you are giving them your power. You are allowing them that aren't even anywhere, like they're in Washington. I'm in Washington State. They're in Washington, D.C. And yet, if I fear them, they are controlling me from across the country. I am allowing them to dictate how I feel, how I live, what I allow myself to do or say. And I refuse to do that. Don't let them take your power. And by gaining your own power, stepping into your own power and seeing the divine in them, you open the doorway for them to awaken and to find their divine spark. The more people who step into their power, who hold the vision of a united world, of a world where every person is respected and honored and loved, regardless, unconditionally, of gender, of orientation, of race, of anything. We are all part of the same family. That is the basic truth of this world. And nothing else can supersede that. So stay in there. Love your neighbor. Love your enemies. Don't give your power into them. And love is not passive. Love is standing in your power, in your boundaries, seeing the love in others, but holding those boundaries, holding that integrity, and living your life as you see you need to, without their influence. As an addendum, I might say, at the same time, be safe, right? Like pearls before swine. You don't want to step into a place where you can be physically harmed or emotionally harmed, but it's like mouse medicine, right? Mouse's world is very small. Mouse doesn't worry about the cat who lives next door. Mouse is just concerned about the grass he gets to eat and the corn that somebody dropped from the table or whatever, right? His world is very small, but by taking care of his own little world, it ripples out into the whole world. You are that powerful. We're all connected. And so, like I always tell myself, to make sure that there is more beauty in the world, there is more love in the world when I lay down to go to sleep at night than there was when I woke up in the morning. And the more of us that do that, oh my God, that changes everything. You are powerful. You are loved. You are supported. The universe supports you. The universe is waiting for you to step into your power. You know, a lot of us are like, what's my purpose? Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? God, tell me what I'm supposed to do. When the divine is up there saying the same thing, like, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? I can't help you until you decide. You know, it's like a GPS system. The GPS can't help you get somewhere unless you enter the destination, right? And then it gives you step by step how to get there. Takes you on the easiest, smoothest, quickest route. It's the same with the universe. It's the same with the divine. You set that intention, and then you let go, and you allow the universe to guide you each step of the way. And it might take you through some shady neighborhoods, because there might be lessons you have to learn, things you have to grow through in order to become the person that you will be at that destination, the person with the higher frequency, the experience and the wisdom you need to be in that place. But the universe is on your side. Love is the only power in the universe. Love is the only thing, the only power. Whatever it is love. So be good to yourself, love everyone around you, love this big, gorgeous world. Look for the miracles, look for the magic. Sit down and watch an anthill. See how these millions of tiny little creatures work together in harmony to build a thriving society. And think to yourself, this is what I want for humanity. Picture the world working like an anthill, where every person has a place and a purpose, a divinely given place and purpose. And that is how we change the world. That is how we heal the world. So, I hope that makes sense. And again, it's like, I just kind of channel whatever's coming through, and I say these things, and then afterwards, like, oh my God, should I have said that? And like, wait, I didn't double check that. I didn't fact check that. What if that's, it's like, love is the only truth. Stick to love, and everything else falls into place. So I will leave it there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being present in this very auspicious, monumental time of our history. And you are here for a reason. You are here to help change the world. We are in this together. So, till I see you again, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. I will talk to you soon. Go shining. All right, bye.